Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you are new and welcome if you are not. So guys, Martha wants paying. Piers Morgan interviewed Martha and Martha wants her money. So you already know Martha is planning on taking Netflix to court. She's going to take Netflix to court and she's going to take the guy to court who wrote the play because she said it was untrue. So Piers thought, this is going to be a good show. Let's bring her on. Everyone wants to hear what Martha has to say. But little did he know, he was going to be the next person she wanted money from. Now, Piers was definitely trying to rip her off. He offered her £250 for this interview. So can you imagine asking somebody to do an interview for £250? And you know it's one of the biggest series Netflix has ever had. So he was trying to rip her off. But Martha's no dummy and she's ready to cash in. She wants 1.25 million from Piers. She knows he's already made 250,000 from her interview and she knows he's set to make more and he's rinsing it. Let's be honest, he's had all sorts of panelists on talking about her interview. It's going viral and Martha's not looking to come out with no money for that interview. And if Piers thinks he's just going to be able to avoid Martha and not pay her, he better think again, because this woman is allegedly a stalker. So she's going to be able to find him no matter where he goes, if her character in Baby Reindeer is to be believed. I mean, this is a woman who allegedly sat at a bus stop for months just staring into a guy's house. So he's got no chance of avoiding her. Now, I don't think she's going to get over £1 million, but Piers has made 250,000 so far. So offering her £250 was pretty muggy and pretty ridiculous. I think he could give her quite a bit more than that. I know she's never going to be happy till she gets at least, well, she wants £1 million, but I'm sure he can give her like 500,000, something along them lines. Now, I suggest Piers sorts this out before she accuses him of wanting to, spend a bit of time with her, start saying he was flirting with her, making moves on her, trying to hang her curtains. Was it fix her curtains?
Sure, if he asked me to sleep with him with a big green spot in his face one day, I said, no, I'm sorry, I'm not interested.
He asked you to do what?
He asked me to sleep with him. He said, would I like my curtains fixed? And I laughed. And he said, that's a euphemism. Do you want me to come home with you? And I said, I've got a boyfriend. I gave him the brush off big time, I think. Subtly so, but the bottom line is, I think this is behind him. No, I don't fancy him. I don't fancy little boys without jobs.
I think Piers needs to step very carefully. See that bit when he asked her, didn't you fancy him? She's probably thinking he's inquiring to find out what her taste is. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's next on her, harassment list. She does claim to have a boyfriend that's a lawyer, but she claims to be keeping him out of the public eye. I don't know if he exists. He may only exist in her mind. Only she knows that. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think Piers set her up? Because I know she kind of feels like Piers spent some time, she kind of feels like he tricked her. I don't think he tricked her, really. I think she acted exactly how you would expect her to act after seeing the Netflix show. But obviously he identified some things that were not true, like she claims she has never been to prison. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. How much should Piers pay her? And was he ripping her off, trying to offer her £250? Because I think he was literally ripping her off and he knew he was going to make so much money from interviewing her because she's, popular.
Yes. Is that a serious question?
Yeah.
No. No.
It's not a question of... By his own admission, he has said that he led you on at times. And he clearly
I gave him the brush off. He asked me to sleep with him with a big green spot in his face one day. I said, no, I'm sorry, I'm not interested.
He asked you to do what?
He asked me to sleep with him. He said, would I like my curtains fixed? And I laughed. And he said, that's a euphemism. Do you want me to come home with you? And I said, I've got a boyfriend. I gave him the brush off big time, I think. Subtly so, but the bottom line is, I think this is behind him. No, I don't fancy him. I don't fancy little boys without jobs.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Say you gotta work from 3 to 9. I get you home by a decent time.